It's the New York Giants taking on the visiting team.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at coming up an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between our visitors and the New York Giants.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a second.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 26 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He'll have a first down past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 9-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Mexico City.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. Fighting through. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now this throw caught left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Michael Thomas.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defense.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones taking it in. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 33 yards that time.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Newton. Green's got it over the middle.
Cam Newton.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 4.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come up. We now proceed to the start of the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2. But it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 37.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For the Giants. First down. 1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Marcus Davenport, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
On the carry.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll look to throw again. And Tate's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now back out comes the offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Jones now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Justin Houston breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Mexico City.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. To Barkley on the check down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Saquon Barkley.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Open receiver. That's Caden Smith, the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not